This is Baz from Killer Custom Creations. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to build ourselves a custom bolt action rifle, fucking made in the UK, fucking best you can get. Here's how it's done. Here's how it's done now. It's fucking sold, right? You get your fucking stock, right? That is a Novrich SSG11 stock. That is a custom stock, right? The mag, that fucking pillock over at Negative Airsoft built that, right? Now, here's what we're going to do. I fucking lifted that from him, know what I mean? I fucking lifted that. Right in. Pull this out of a fucking bits box. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. That there is a double bell, mate. There's fucking nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. What we're going to do, we're going to get that in there. Fits fucking snug, mate. Fucking snug. Yeah? We get your super glue. You get some of that in all the places where you want to fucking stick it in, yeah? You get that in there. Make sure it's fucking bolted down good. Super glue stuff. Get that in there. Fucking get on there, you prick. If that doesn't hold, it's alright. Don't matter. Don't matter. Get some tape. And we'll just put it around there like that. Right? Yeah? Build. Mag goes in. That is a custom rifle, mate. That is a custom rifle, mate. That is a custom rifle, mate. There it is. There it is. 300 quid, no word of a lie. Get on a WhatsApp chat. There it fucking is. Fully working. Custom. Take some pictures of it. And then flog it. 300 quid. 300 quid. That's how it's fucking done. So, it needs a bit of a clean off, which I'll do. But what can I say? Lots of rust and mud. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Wow. Soldered directly to the brushes. Okay, surprise me. Who did the work? Your gearbox casing hasn't cracked. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing, but I can see there is an aftermarket piston and tappet plate in there. The screws are knackered. Right, so that needs to come out. All right, it has to come out. We have to put a proper cylinder in there. The reason for that is because these things break down so easily because they're venting air off the front. It gives no air brake whatsoever. So your power's infrequent, your power is inconsistent. It's going to be using a spring way bigger. The blowback barely does anything anyway, especially when it's all that mangled. So I'm going to change this over to a full cylinder, as in at the front, and the correct size cylinder for your barrel. Because right now this is massively over volumed, but also leaking air, so it could be doing anything at all. Motor, that's going to have to go. I'm going to go with ETU bushings cylinder motor. That is what I'm thinking. I'm actually going to video me opening this for the first time so we can see everything together. Okay, spring. Standard spring guide. A TM piston that has been completely destroyed at the front to get to that. With a TM, they basically they mould the screw into the piston, so you have to drill it to get to the piston head, or to get to the screw rather. That's why I know that. The piston itself is completely mangled, and it's got a really wide rack. You have to modify the reason it's got a wide rack is you have to modify it. Technically, they're for bore-up kits, but even then, you have to modify the side of the rack. But regardless, that rack is ruined, so that's going to have to go as well. Tappet plate is fine, just no, it's not. That's going to be changed. The plastic has rubbed that down to bare nothing because obviously it needed a service or whatever. Now, anything that is like that, where you see that kind of shit, that is just where it needs to be serviced. If it had been serviced more frequently, you wouldn't have had any of that stuff there. So that's going to have to go as well. That's going to go. The nozzle is completely scored away. That has to go. Bevel seems fine. That has been scuffing on the bottom of the piston. See that? Flakes of metal. Your switch assembly is completely burnt out. Just seen that as well. When they tried to put the bushings back in, or rather, perhaps trying to get the selector plate off, they've just screwdrivered through them. It looks like they've melted the front of that because it was broken, so they've melted it to lock it all in place and then used some sellotape to hold that ring in place. It's a Mad Bull barrel, perfectly good. It's not cut down, it is the correct length by the look of it. So it's looking so far. I've taken 2 teeth off the pickup side. 2 reasons for that. The first reason is because I want to make sure the gears don't bang into each other, piston, whatever else. Gives it a slightly snappier semi-auto, but another reason is I cannot have the piston going all the way back, and the reason is you've got that there. And what that is, to make sure that that hole in your original cylinder lines up, they put a cut in the back. So I need to put another cut in the back of here, which means I don't want the piston coming all the way back and rubbing its O-ring on it. I only want it coming back to about there. Okay? Okay, there's your cut. If it ever focuses. Oh, there we go. Okay? Can't cut myself on it. Well, I probably could. But that is nice and smooth. Okay? So that will then sit in here like that. Okay? There you go. That's how it's done. That should do it. Now you saw the fucking state of that. You saw exactly how bad that was. That was bad. Bad. Nothing is left on the inside. Nothing. That's a lie. Spring guide. Trigger. That was done in 2009. That's how old this is, and that's how long it's been running. Since 2009. So just because the work is fucking appalling doesn't mean the gun doesn't work. I've seen amazing work come through here. The gun just doesn't want to function. I've seen that, and it's been running for 15 years. I mean, fucking hell. I even had to change the screw that holds the back plate on. We have a beep. I believe there's still a couple of rounds left in this. We'll give it a quick chrono so you can see what it's doing. This is 2 5s, hopping lovely and straight. There's your chrono, nothing on it. 0.99. .99. 0.99. That there is epic. That's good. Semi. Burst amount. No active brake. We've got 1 blip of pre-cocking on. Back to semi. I mean, decock. It is feeding lovely. He's using 2 5s, so what am I feeding it? Oh, negative airsoft tracers. I think so. Bump. Lovely. Oh, the amount of mud. Horrid. Oh, you can fuck off now. Right, as soon as the guy got this back, he took it out for his first game and came across an issue. None of his mags fed. Aside from the one mag that he sent to me. Now, I never cleaned the mag out. It was fine. It's the only mag I tested it with. Flawless. So he was at his airsoft site and went, fuck, it doesn't work. Pissed off, comes home, as you'd expect, puts this one mag in, flawless. So we know the gun is mint, but now we've got to figure out all about his mags. And what I don't want to be doing is sending the poor cunt over to an airsoft shop. There you go, Tom, mark the mag. Over to an airsoft shop to test mags, or to go and buy mags and they don't fit and feed. This one works flawlessly. His ammo apparently is 2.5 or 2.8 Razor. Let's see what else. So he's got that mag there. The cheapest £5 plastic Seamer mag. That's never going to work. Another Seamer mag. Another one of these. Now, right. He said they were all the same. They are not. They are not. Now, it goes without saying that sometimes shit doesn't go to plan. And he's told me, no, all the mags are the same. Well, unfortunately, they are not. There's his gun. Working mag. Now, sometimes people just don't know enough about their own stuff. This has been working since 2009 in that fucking state it was in. So, ooh, look at that there. If you pop that pin out, that follower comes out and your spring comes out. I believe this is made by a company called Mag back in the day. And that one works. This one is not the same. This is the very cool looking brass bullet type. It's a high cap. It is not the same. This one, as you can see, is different. That is shorter. That is round. That is not the same mag. That is more recessed on the inside. Seamer. Not the same mag. So far, all of the mags he's provided are not the same as this one. So there we go. Let me make that same video for him. So now, I'm going to quickly brush off all the shit that's on top of his mags, and I'm going to test them. I'm not going to test that one. He said they all worked before. I'm unsure about that statement. Just putting a 7.4 in there for the time being. Here's ammo. Okay. Battery in. Butt pad on. A little bit of Costa. Okay, we get a backdrop. Okay, that's what I'm going to shoot at. I'm not testing power. I am simply making sure it fires. So, first mag in. We're on semi. Flawless. Mag out. Next long one. Does not feed. Does not feed. Next mag. Broken mag well. Shit, that's not going to help. Yeah, look, these mags are too fat. Shit. Shit. Right, the working mag. Does that pop the mag well out? Nope, does not. See? Metal seamer mag. Look at that. Bulges it out. There's your issue. Look how much tighter that is in there as well. Jesus, no. I mean, it doesn't take the mag out. Oh my God. Oh, no, it doesn't even fit. Ugh. Christ. Back to the working mag. Right, one of my mags. Now these are tight in everything, so flawless. What other mags have I got? This is a rusty high cap from the dawn of time. And of course the gardeners turn up today, the cunts. Is it going to work? Yep, works fine. His mags are fucked. Rusty old high cap, you can have that. And this one, we can't have it. Work flawlessly. Nothing wrong with the gum. So again, I'll relay that over. This is why it's always a good idea to take a really good look at the stuff you own and send out your mags. Send out your mags. That said, if you'd have only supplied one of these and I'd only had one of these, I'd have had to modify the gun to make it work with this, and then it might not work with anything else. Who's to say?